friends, Logan here with Dream Guitars, and I have a quite unique piece here. We have a 2023 Spatial Radiation Parlor from Pagelli Guitars of Switzerland. This is, as you can probably already tell, a very unique piece, very modern instrument. It's got a bunch of cool things going on. So the top has a very modern bracing pattern which incorporates some radial design elements into it. Of course, we have these offset sound holes here, not one but two. And it's sort of like a sound hole / sound ports kind of incorporated into the both sides of that there. And there's some other cool things going on under the hood. The heel block is actually coupled to the waist, the sides of the guitar, with carbon fiber rods. Help stiffen the whole thing up. And yeah, and the back has more of a ladder braced pattern. Speaking of which, the back is Ziricote, the top is Swiss, of course, Alpine spruce. Let's see, 14 fret neck join, lightweight build. Of course, it's a parlor, so it was always going to be lightweight, but this one feels even more so than I would have expected per se. This particular one also has these really cool geared friction pegs. So I forget the exact ratio off the top of my head, but sort of it's an interesting contrast of an older style peg with the everything else that's going on. That's so modern on this instrument. Also, the top has a sort of a tobacco burst, which I do like. Looks pretty dang good. So, getting into it for a little bit. Again, we have those offset sound holes / sound ports on this creature. And I love the way that they've tied in their multi-black-white purflings into the one edge of the sound holes. I just think that looks really nice. Of course, as I'm talking into this guitar, it's picking up my voice and kind of shooting it back at me a little bit. That's always cool. And I also like how they've continued the finish up into the fingerboard extension, and they've actually carried that top fret, that 15th fret, actually into the top itself, which there's some early guitars that kind of, that I think they're sort of homaging a little bit with that, and ditto with those friction style tuner pegs as well. But yeah, so hopping around to the side, I mean, you can check it out. It's so cool. So these offset sound holes do a couple of things, one of which is to help yourself hear your playing a bit better. So when you're playing this guitar, it definitely projects up to you, so it is a little bit easier to hear, which is always nice. And then that Ziricote set for the back and sides. I love Ziricote. It's so pretty. It's got these black ink lines throughout, which just looks so gorgeous. The whole thing has a satin finish to it, except for the top, which is gloss, of course. So I like that. It feels very comfortable against my arm, and ditto for the neck being satin. It's just nice. So yeah, coming up the neck, I would say, yeah, a slightly slender profile, smoothly curving across the width of the back, as it were. Yep, and then we have those geared friction style pegs and squared off head plate here. Yeah. That's so cool. And if memory serves, the fingerboard is also Ziricote. So if you want to get into an ultra-modern, very responsive, and frankly intriguing parlor guitar from the Pagelli folks, this Spatial Radiation Parlor is something to consider. Give us a shout. Cheers.